The Honduran President Xiomara Castro on March 14th announced her country's historic decision, fulfilling her campaign pledge to end a decades-long relationship with Taiwan, an island province that is part of China. The U.S. days later sent its special presidential advisor in Tegucigalpa, which expert believes was to reverse the government's plan while soothing Taipei.
We have geopolitical pressures and local pressures for that, but I think this decision will be established for a long time. I think most of the population of Honduras is going to approve this kind of relation, not only because economic situation is going to be for them, but I think we are in the 21st century. We need to establish relations around the world.
Keep in mind that the U.S. was advancing the two-China solution in the early 1970s at the UN, where the General Assembly rejected a George W.H. Bush-led proposal to retain Taiwan's seat. The U.S. government's 2022 Taiwan Act again emphasized the use of a full range of diplomatic and other available tools to promote Taiwan's international space. And Beijing warns Taiwan question is China's internal affairs. It matters the most in the China-U.S. ties. Meanwhile, the Monroe Doctrine, designed to promote the non-intervention of political affairs in Latin America, has become aggressive and hypocritical since the Cold War. And that was to curb the Soviet influence in Latin America, where Cuba, for instance, was isolated. U.S. intelligence and military aids were provided to governments under what the U.S. saw it as subversion of communist threat. The Trump administration once praised the doctrine, warning of imperial Chinese trade ambitions and touting the U.S. as the region's preferred trade partner. Critics say the Monroe Doctrine has turned out to be used by the U.S. government as declaration of hegemony and a right unilateral intervention over the Americas that has led to nowhere near prosperous societies. Analysts say China's solutions in economic development, international affairs, and global governance are to safeguard multilateralism, common destiny, and values of our times, with opportunities in a cooperative system for all partners.
Human beings are the center of this kind of relations, I think. We have a lot of conditions, not only geoeconomically or geopolitically or geostrategically points, but at the same time, I think we can establish productivity in agricultural aspects. You are leaders in that aspect. Second one, telecommunications and energy. We have a lot of conditions for reinforcing some aspects, but I think the balance, it's positive.
Under this rationale, the decision any sovereign country makes next would be no surprise and welcomed. Now, what's more welcomed is that President Castro announced her plan to visit China soon.